Watching the second Republican debate on Fox News was a jarring experience, to say the least. When it was over, Governor Gavin Newsom of California observed he didn't think that there was a vice president on the stage, let alone a president.
I do have to ask if you think that the Republican primary process has a purpose and whether tonight's debate had a purpose, whether it did any good.
I mean, selling ads, perhaps. But you're right. It was the XFL. It was the JV team. I thought, and I mean this, I'm not just trying to even play games here. I thought it would be more of a vice presidential debate, but I wasn't even convinced that we saw the next vice presidential nominee for Donald Trump on the stage. So look, from Trump's perspective, tonight was great. There was no great breakout. There was feeble attempts to take shots at Trump for not showing up. But I honestly, and I mean this, I know I'm in the spin room. I know I'm with you, Rachel. I really believe the winner tonight was the Biden agenda.
I'm not sure that Governor Newsom isn't wildly optimistic. I'm not sure it looked like there was a Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Interior on the stage. Now, what we saw last night wasn't a presidential debate. The person who's leading the race by 50 points wasn't there. Mike Pence, for example, has no chance whatsoever of being president of the United States. He has 100% name ID and is stuck at 2% in the polls and can't really bring himself to condemn the man who tried to have him hung. But putting that aside, it wasn't just Mike Pence who was silly, it's all of them. Let's look at Chris Christie's finest moment.
And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
All right. I want to ask
Donald Duck. I wonder how long he practiced it for. And by the way, the notion that Chris Christie was going to be able to effectively take on Donald Trump, which I actually wrote down paragraphically in the English language, turns out to be as dead-ass wrong as anything I've ever said in my life. What a clown show. At the end of this reality show, the contestants took over the match from the umpires. It was quite a thing to see. Incredible, really. Let's watch.
10 cents on the gallon in South Carolina. As the UN ambassador, you literally put $50,000 on curtains in a $15 million subsidized location. Next.
You got bad information. First of all, I fought the gas tax in South Carolina multiple times against the establishment.
Just go to YouTube.
Against the establishment.
Just go to
and
YouTube
you want to know what that 10 cent was? When they wouldn't pass the gas tax, the establishment and the companies wanted me to do it so much that I said the only way I will pass it if you will give us three.
All you have to do is go watch Nikki Haley on YouTube.
If you will give me 3 times the deduction in income tax, then I will look at your gas tax, which is why it didn't happen. Secondly, on the 50 million.
Here is a nice part.
Secondly, on the curtains, do your homework, Tim, because Obama bought those curtains.
Did you send them back?
It's in the press.
Did you send them back?
It's the State Department.
Did you send them back?
Did you send them back? You're the one that works in Congress.
Oh my gosh.
You get it
You
done.
hung them on your curtains.
They were there before I even showed up at the residence. You are scrapping. You are scrapping. You know,
I'll be honest. When I sat watching this alone at home, I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe I was seeing it. Was it a hallucination? Was it real? Are these actual adults? These people are running for the office of President of the United States. The country is $33 trillion in debt. And Tim Scott is arguing with the person who appointed him to the United States Senate about the cost of the curtains in the United Nations ambassadorial residence because she called him out earlier in the debate. Truly incredible. A presidential debate where they talked about the curtains in the UN ambassador's residence. What more can you possibly need to know about this show and about the utter unfitness to deal with any of the manifest challenges this country's facing? For whatever reason, entertainment and politics have merged. Fox News is the place where the merger occurred. And what they've produced, from Mike Huckabee selling Relaxium, sleep supplements in commercials before the show, before Mike Huckabee appears in another commercial selling Donald Trump children's books, before Michelle Bachmann appears raising money for Holocaust survivors, saying that she's going to feed them in Russia, is what you realize is what a freak show all of this has become. And the freak show just gets thicker and deeper the further you travel deeper into the sewer. It gets crazier on Newsmax. It gets crazier on OAN. Most of what the contestants said last night was utter nonsense. Most of them literally can't stop lying, like when Nikki Haley correctly called out Ron DeSantis. What's incredible about this moment is that there are contestants on a debate stage pretending they have a chance to be the nominee. Maybe one of them does, but not until she clears the field of the rest of them. Then Nikki Haley will get her one-on-one matchup against Trump. We'll see if he shows up at the debate. But really, there's not any more need to have a debate. Not like one last night, not like the Trump town hall, not like the Trump interview on Meet the Press. What's the point? Nobody learned a single new thing, except for the fact, if you were watching from abroad, you get the sense the American system, well, it looks like, just by watching from last night, that at least on one side of the aisle, it's completely collapsed to rubble and dust.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Also, for more content just like this, please consider joining our Warning Premium community. You can find out more in the description below.